What's going on, party people? This is D-Car Lady coming at you. All right, today I'm going to talk about my 0 to 10K challenge review, day 3. That's right, we chucking along. All right, definitely, guys. I mean, this thing is really heating up. All right, so I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, and give you my full review and let you know the type of things that I went through in my training and all that good stuff until however long it takes till I reach $10,000 in a single month in my online business. All right, so definitely stick around to the end so I can let you know exactly how you can get your hands on some bonus training that can get you on your way to $10,000 a month in a single month in your online business. All right, so check it out. All right. Let's do it. All right, let's go ahead and move into this day 3 walkthrough. All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen with you. All right, and let's talk about it. All right, so we definitely started off our day, all right, with 30 minutes of the seminar. All right, you were born rich. And again, I did a little bit more than 30 minutes because it's interesting, right? So I'm going to go ahead and let you know some feedback that I had from the video that we had to watch. All right. So this is what I've learned. We exist on 3 levels. All right. We exist on the spiritual, intellectual, and physical level. The physical is just a result of what takes place on the other 2 levels. All right. That's the physical level is like our body. Right, the things that we do, you know, we're moving around our functions. That's the physical level. All right, but then we have the intellectual level and we have the spiritual level. All right, the intellectual is like our thought process, you know, and the spiritual is more dealing with that's more dealing with kind of like feelings, right? So it's 3 different levels that we exist on. But what I'm learning is that we really only look, most people only really look at the physical level. So when we're thinking about things that we need to change in our lives, right, we're thinking that, oh, we need to work more, we need to work harder, because we're thinking about physically, you know, we need to be doing more things, right? And we're going to get to wherever we want to be. If it's financial success, then, you know, surely if we work hard at our job, you know, that we're going to somehow, you know, reach $1 million a year, if that's what we're trying to reach, or whatever the case may be, right? You know, we're only looking at the physical aspect, but we're forgetting about the physical. We're forgetting about the intellectual and the spiritual aspect that all plays actually a more important part in our success than the physical part. Who knew, right? So we learned that, and we talked about, oh, okay, this is a good one. We talked about changing one habit. All right, Bob said that, you know, when you're starting to, for one, now that we realize, well, I realized after going through the video up until this point, because remember, it's a 10-hour video, so I'm nowhere near the 10 hours, but I've learned so much thus far with it. So I'm realizing now that the habits come from the subconscious, right? And in order to get my body to do different things, then I have to change what's in my subconscious, right? Which means I have to change habits that I have and make new habits. I have to get rid of old habits and I have to create new habits, right? So he said that what he wanted us to do is change one habit. All right. So the habit that I chose to change is my sleeping habits. Okay. Like for me, and probably a lot of other entrepreneurs can probably relate to this. Like this is what, you know, this is what we thought, right? That we have to grind it out, like grind day and night, right? You know, like when I'm on social media, I'll see people posting like, hey, at like 2 in the morning, right? And they'll be like, hey, who's still up at this hour? You know, I'm grinding it out, trying to make this money, blah, 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 right? Well, I'm now seeing that, you know, that's not what it's about, right? Grinding yourself to death, you know, depriving yourself of sleep that you need, you know, your rest and everything like that. That's not how you get there, right? That's how you get to a quick death, right? So the habit that I chose to change, okay, is the sleep pattern, because I would stay up, you know, probably surfing online, you know, surfing to look up different things about the business and all this good stuff, you know, and sometimes I'll be up at like 2 in the morning Eastern time, right? Because I'm in the Eastern time zone, right? And, you know, and you still, you know, even though I'm up at 2 in the morning, I still got stuff to do the next day. Right. So I'll, you know, and it's like my body will wake up, you know, even if there's nothing but to use the restroom, it still wake me up at like 7, 8:30. right? Even though I'm not ready to get up, I still got to get up and use the restroom, right? So I wound up not getting enough sleep, right? So I said, you know what? I'm going to change that habit, because he said, change one habit, and see the results that you had, right? He said, see how that one change can, change things in your life. So I said, okay, did what he said. And that night, right, I said, I'm not staying up this late. It's not happening, right? I'm gonna take my butt to bed. And this is my experience from that right there, right? So this is what happened. So this is what I told myself. So, throughout the day, I'm like, yeah, I'm cutting off about 10 o'clock, right? So, and I mean, I don't know, this has to be like psychological, right? Because I'm like, for real, about just being 100 with you. This is what happened. So I do this, and as I'm cleaning up some dishes or whatever, right? I'm like, I'm like bouncing around. I'm like, I'm going to bed early. I mean, I live by myself at the time, so what I'm saying, I'm really singing to myself, right? I'm like, I'm going to bed early. I'm going to bed early. I'm like doing a dance with it and everything, right? Because I'm like excited about the fact that I'm not staying up to 2 a.m, like, for real, right? So for some reason, I was like happy, right? So anyway, I took my butt to bed, on time, and I got some sleep. And the next day, I woke up, and I woke up at like, the 7:30 type of situation, and, use the restroom and everything like that. But I woke up and I was like actually ready to get up, like actually start doing something. And typically when I wake up, I use the restroom and then I, get back in the bed and I'm going to sleep. But this time, I still got back in the bed, but I didn't go to sleep because I do a lot of work on my phone. So I started doing some posts and different things that I could do on my phone for my business, right? For like the first hour and a half. And I'm like, I'm still not sleeping. Typically, I go back to sleep and wake back up at like 12 noon, like so serious, right? I'm like, this is weird. So I get up and I just start working. I'm like, what? This is what it's like when you actually take your butt to bed at night, right? So the point of what I'm saying is I changed one habit, right? I changed that one habit, and I actually felt better like the very next morning. Wow. Who knew? So yeah, I'm like stoked about that. So then we went on to the daily workout, physical conditioning. And like I said in the last video, I told you guys my regimen. And I did it again. Yeah, me, right? I did walk a minute, run a minute, walk a minute, run a minute, walk a minute. So I have a total of 5 minutes, right, on my elliptical. So I crushed that out, right? Feeling good about that. Then I reviewed my goal cards. And once again, this one is by June 30th, I want to have made $5,000 in one single month in my online business. Right. All right. So of course, throughout the day, we I read this, I look at it, read it, so that I can feel it in my bones, right? And then our second goal card, or my second goal card, right? By September 30th, 2019, I want to have made $10,000 in one single month in my online business. Boom, billion, right? So I definitely rocked out with this, read it, looked at it, felt it in my bones type situation. All right. Then the next thing was I finished setting up my YouTube channel, because once again, we're talking about, a brand new YouTube channel, taking this thing all the way back, right? So I finished setting up my YouTube channel, and the channel art that I ordered, right? Because I ordered some channel art, and we put that in there. All right. And the link to our Facebook page. So over here to my channel. All right. So this is the channel art that I ordered for my new channel right here for The Real Marketer, right? So pretty cool. I like those colors, they're so me, right? So I got that in there for our channel art. All right. And then added the link. That's right. Added the link for the Facebook page right here. Let me move my little picture out the way, make sure you can see it. Contact me on Facebook, right? Now these things may seem to some people, right? They may seem trivial to some people, but why are they not trivial to me? Because I didn't know to do them before, right? So, these are things that I did not know to do. I did not know that we should be conditioning our mind every single day. Not just when you're having a thought-provoking conversation on social media or on Facebook or whatever, or on the phone. Every single day we should be conditioning our mind on how to reprogram it, so that now that we can take in positive things and get positive things out, right, through our physical, right? did not know that we should do that every day. Now I know that, right? So I rocked out with that. Then it says to finish on setting up our Facebook page. So our Facebook fan page, right? So we had to add a cover photo. So I did add my cover photo there. All right. And I knew I needed a cover photo before on Facebook, right? But I didn't know it was like really that important. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I had my other fan pages that I've had. I probably had those pages for like literally months, and before I even had put a cover photo up there, because you don't know what you don't know, right? Well, I'm definitely learning it now, and it's definitely important when you're trying to build your brand, right? You can't be all over the place. I know now. So we did that. We rocked out with that, and we actually made our first Facebook post, right? Even down to the post that we make it has to be specific. It surely was not trying to sell people stuff, right? Who knew, right? That was not the first post that we made. This is the first post that I made right here. And, and it's a rather long post, but it is thought-provoking, and it is, one that has a lot of content in it, right? So it's not just putting up, a quote from someone else, right? How a lot of times, what we're taught is to put up, different inspirational posts and everything like that. Well, that's not what our first post was about. So I learned what to make it about. So my feedback on day 3, man, I'm so loving it. I'm so loving it. Once again, like I said, you're going to hear me say this on all the videos. I'm loving the step-by-step nature. I'm loving catching all the mistakes that I made before, a whole bunch of them, right? I'm learning to, not just catch them, but how to actually make them better. Okay. How to correct them, because it's one thing to say, well, do you need to be doing this right here? But it's another thing to actually show me what does it mean to do this right here? Like, how do I actually do that? Right. So this is showing us in a step-by-step manner, actually how to do that, how to get things set up properly and everything like that. So, and the fact that, like I said, the part that I was not implementing in my business was the mindset every day, right? I would only really talk about the mindset factor of things when I'm having a thought-provoking conversation on Facebook or, with somebody, in my circle or whatever like that, but now I realize that this is something, whether I'm talking to somebody or not, right? I need to be doing these things every single day to condition the subconscious, right? Because that's your conditioned memory, right? That's your conditioned habits. It's the subconscious, right? I need to kick out the bad stuff, right? And then I need to put in the good stuff so that way I can get good stuff out of my body. And that is how you're going to be able to manifest, your goals and what you want to do in life, where I want to be, booyah, right? Where I want to be by June 30th, or where I want to be, booyah, by September 30th, right? That is how it's going to manifest, starting from that mindset, understanding what the mind is, getting that visual picture of what the mind is and how it's going to flow out this body, right? And manifest it to my life, all right? So just wanted to go ahead and bring you this, and you already know I'm going to keep on bringing it, right? And like I said, I'm going to keep it real with you on the things that I do, the things that, if I skip on something, it is what it is. I'm going to just let you know what it is. So that's what it is, right? So this is what's up. Take it away. Yeah, baby. And that's only day 3. We're talking about the 0 to 10K challenge review, day 3. All right. You saw everything that I went through as far as my day-to-day operations and my feedback on it. This thing is really heating up, y'all. I could definitely see myself reaching my goals very soon. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah, but anyway, guys, I'm glad you stuck around to the end. If you did find value in that, please do like the video, share the video, and subscribe to my channel. Go ahead, show me some love on this journey, because I definitely could use it, right? And crush the bell next to it so that way you can be alerted the very next time I come out with some content. And guys, I definitely am going to have a playlist for you. So by now, it's probably already in the description or in the end card, whatever the case may be, right? But definitely check out the playlist, because that's where I'm going to keep everything together for my 0 to 10K challenge review in the different days, day 1 through however many days it takes, right? Crush out with that. And if you want to go ahead and find out my #1 money-making opportunity online, and how you also can take advantage of some top-notch training that I have just for you, right? Go ahead and click the link in the description. The very first link above the description is the one that's going to be able to give you all the information about that, so you can rock out on Team D Car Lady, right? Let's take this thing all the way to the top. We're going to take this ride to the top, baby. All right, and I'm out.